Hello, CSC Movie Recaps here. Today I'll explain an episode called Haiso from the Thai mystery thriller anthology series Girl from Nowhere. We are introduced to a prestigious high school in Thailand in the first scene. A school affiliate is giving a tour to a new student named Nanno. She takes her through each classroom and tells Nanno the names of the parents who contributed to the room's well-being. It is clear that the school is supported by parent donations. The rich students are respected, while the poor students are mocked. Nanno inquires whether she is permitted to pay for ownership of one of the school's rooms. In exchange for money, the woman considers her words and gives her an old classroom. Nanno then transforms the classroom into her private office. Dino, the son of a millionaire businessman, arrives somewhere else with bags full of gifts from London for his friends. He'd gone to see his parents, who live there. To was also in the UK for a trip, along with Dino. Dino wins a bet with his friends about who will bring them the most gifts. In terms of wealth, the friends unknowingly compete with one another. Dino is the group's unspoken leader and the wealthiest member. To ask him why he didn't meet him when they were both in the same city, to which Dino replies that he wanted to spend time with his family. To is enraged that his friends prefer Dino to him, and is embarrassed that he is not as wealthy. It is clear that the group only likes Dino for his money. He is aware of the fact, but he is unconcerned. On her first day of school, a new student, Nanno, had purchased an entire classroom for herself, which the group discovered. Dino has a competitor, which he is not pleased with. As they discuss Nanno, she enters the classroom and confirms that she did, in fact, purchase a room at the school. According to her, she is starting her own company to help students get whatever they want in exchange for money. She hands them all her business cards, claiming that money can buy everything. Following that, the teacher enters and hands them all of the test results. Dino, as usual, receives the highest marks. Meanwhile, Pop is upset because he only received a 2.24 GPA when he needed a 3.0 to get a new motorcycle from his father. When Nanno offers to assist him through her company, he complains about how unfair life is. She brings them to her office and requests that Pop pay her 15,000 baht for the service. He decides to give her the money because it is relatively inexpensive in comparison to the motorcycle he desires. Furthermore, the group wishes to determine whether she is telling the truth. Nanno requests his test results and shreds them with a paper shredder after confirming that the money has been paid in full. The group is stunned, but Nanno then prints out a brand new paper with a higher grade. It looks exactly like the others, so Pop's parents won't notice that it's a forgery. He thanks her and expresses his satisfaction with the outcome. Nanno claims she can do a variety of other things for them. She smiles and says anything when asked what kind of things. Her business took off immediately after that. A swarm of students gathered in front of her office, armed with cash, to beg her for several favors. One day, a man approaches Nanno and requests that he teach his ex-girlfriend a lesson for cheating on him. That evening, her new boyfriend is murdered by thugs. Similarly, another guy asks for and receives a girlfriend as a result of her company. Nanno questions Dino after class one day about why he hasn't asked her for her services until now. She finds it odd that he has no problems in his life. Others claim he is filthy rich, his parents are never home, and his grades are excellent. He doesn't need her help because his life is basically perfect. Pop even claims that if Nanno has a problem, she should come to Dino because he always has a solution. Then, a girl named Wen says she needs Dino's help writing a fake teacher's letter to her parents. She wishes to take an overnight trip outside of Thailand, but does not want her parents to know. The guys like the concept and join in. They soon begin to plan a trip to Japan. When they invite Dino, he says he is tired of traveling abroad and just wants to be at home for the time being. The others try to persuade him to join them, but he refuses. Nanno is aware that something is wrong with him. She suggests they go to Dino's house for dinner to find out. The group is sure to enjoy the stay much more than if they travel abroad because it is a massive villa with a swimming pool, a home theater, a snooker room, a golf room, and many other facilities. Dino, on the other hand, does not want them in his house because he is afraid they will get drunk and break expensive items. Pop promises to pay for all damages and urges him to invite them for only one night. When he still refuses to agree, they become irritated and ask if he considers them friends. Dino doesn't want them to be upset, so he agrees to let them stay for one night only. He gets into his car after school and tells the driver the address to his house. When Dino arrives, it is revealed that his parents are small business owners who work tirelessly to send him to a prestigious school. When he first arrived at school, he noticed that only the rich kids had friends and lied to them about his wealth. He had to keep up the lie over time by renting cars to the school and buying them food on his phony foreign trips. This is why he didn't meet Toe during his most recent trip to London. Likewise, he did not want to invite his friends to his lavish villa because he does own one. Dino's parents are ordinary people who care only about his happiness. They are unaware of their son's antics and believe that his generous friends drive him home in their expensive cars every day. They never let Dino help them with housework, claiming that he should concentrate on his studies instead. Dino is nervous that day because if he doesn't bring his friends to a massive villa the next day, they will realize he has been lying to them for several years. He can't back down now that he's gotten this far with the lies. In the group chat, he receives a text from Nanno asking him what time they should arrive at his house. Dino is considering how to avoid the subject, but his friends begin to discuss what they will wear to the dinner. He finds himself unable to say no to them as the conversation progresses. His only option is to approach Nanno. He calls her and requests a house for the following day. When asked why he can't take them back to his original home, he says he doesn't want them to break the expensive decorations. Nanno promises to keep the information private and agrees to assist him with his problem. However, she charges 200,000 baht for the phony mansion. Dino doesn't have that much money to throw away on a single night, but he hopes to make it work. He steals his father's purse while his parents are busy packing boxes for their business. As he prepares to pull out the card, he overhears his parents discussing loan sharks who have been bothering them every day. They have threatened to kill them if they do not pay them 200,000 baht by next week. The couple is relieved because they have enough money to pay off their loans this month. Dino replaces the card after hearing their conversation. But a vision of his friends calling him a liar and a cheat convinces him to do it again. He sneaks out of the house after his parents have gone to bed and withdraws money from the ATM. On his way home, he runs into his father and is almost apprehended. Dino wakes up the next morning to his parents on the phone with the bank, complaining about the theft. Dino's father is skeptical when the phone operator suggests that someone in the family must have taken it out. Dino simply walks out of the house and meets Nanno for the day in front of his mansion. When asked if he likes it, he says it's a little smaller than his house. Later, everyone gathers at the house for dinner. Dino proudly sits on the sofa, pretending that the expensive cigar and the in-house golf course are nothing out of the ordinary for him. Nanno then suggests they drink whiskey. She is determined to summon the maids to serve them, almost as if she has something planned. Dino is surprised to see his parents among the housemaids when they arrive in the lobby. They took the job in order to earn more money to pay off the loan. They recognize their son but do not address him in front of his peers. Dino is speechless when Nanno suggests they look at his parents' pictures on the internet. When she finds them, she remarks that he resembles the house servants more than his parents. Dino's mother assists him, claiming that he resembles his grandfather. They then proceed to the dining room, where they are served a full-course restaurant-style meal. They realize the whiskey is actually fruit juice after drinking it. Pop slams Dino's father, calling him an idiot. The man apologizes and claims that they are too young to drink. This enrages Pop even more. He emphasizes Dino's father's status as a servant and requests that he behave accordingly. The man simply serves them the drink after being insulted. To add to the awkwardness, Nanno suggests they both smoke marijuana. Dino tries to stop them by saying that his parents might find out, but the group ignores him. To fit in, he smokes, while his parents look on, disappointed. Pop then requests wine, but Dino's father refuses to serve it because they have already consumed too much. Pop threatens to fire him and insults him once more. Dino's mother, terrified of him, serves them the wine even though his father objects. She drops it by accident on Juan, who accuses her of doing it on purpose. Pop rises from his seat, ready to fight, but Dino intervenes. He calms everyone down and requests that his friends leave the room. He is left alone with his parents for a brief moment, but when his mother approaches him, he walks away. The group then goes to a study room while complaining about the rude servants. When Nanno shows them a revolver she found on a shelf, they decide to do something fun to lighten the mood. Pop loads a single bullet and wagers 200,000 baht on the person who is shot. The group joins in and each wagers 200,000 baht. Dino doesn't want to miss out on the chance to be shot in the arm and win more than 1,000,000 baht. Pop goes first but is not shot. Similarly, 3 of them pull the trigger with the gun to their arm but are not shot. When it's Nanno's turn, she points to her head but isn't shot. It's finally Dino's turn. His father intervenes just as he is about to shoot himself. He tells the kids that their parents love them and that they should be more responsible with their lives. Pop, enraged, strikes him with a golf club and knocks him out. Dino's mother intervenes and begins to scold them before the group can react. Pop knocks her out with the back of the revolver. Dino freezes in shock, but he does nothing to help his parents. Nanno begins to laugh maniacally, while the others stare in horror at the maids. Dino walks into his house in the following scene to find his parents eating dinner. Pop inflicted injuries on their faces, which are visible. They do not discuss the events of the day and instead invite him to dinner. A flashback shows that when they regained consciousness, they were given 35 million baht to keep their mouths shut. Following that, we see a happy family eating dinner. The camera pans to the money bag they received earlier. Subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, turn on notifications, and leave a like to support it. Thank you for taking the time to watch.